Welcome to Wrestle Talk Legends. This time we will be talking about a few legends that passed away that were great wrestlers in their day. Eduardo Guerrero, aka born October 9th, 1967, or rather known as Eddie Guerrero. He has 3 children. His other ring names are Black Tiger, Eddie Guerrero, El Caliguito, Gory Guerrero Jr., and Mascara Magica. Build height 5'8", 220 pounds, from El Paso, Texas. Trained by Gory Guerrero and debuted in 1987. We are going to go his personal life first. Personal life. He survived by his widow, Vicky Guerrero. They were married on April 24th, 1990, and they have 2 daughters. He was close friends with Rey Mysterio, Dean Malenko, and Chris Benoit. Some of his finishers are the Frog Splash, Lasso from El Paso, and as Black Tiger, the Black Tiger Bomb, which is the sit-out K-Frix Power Bomb. Some of his signature moves are the Monkey Flip, Gory Special, and Figure 4 Leg Lock, among others. His managers were China and Art Flores. His nicknames was Latino Heat, and his entrance themes, he had a lot of them, but most commonly, I Lie, I Cheat, I Steal. Again, multiple championships throughout his career. Mainly a lot of them in WWE or WWF. He's most commonly known for his feuds with not Eddie Guerrero, but with Rey Mysterio. With that said, I think we're just going to move on to someone else. Dusty Rhodes, aka Virgil Riley Reynolds Jr., born October 12th, 1945, also known as the American Dream. He has children, including Dustin Rhodes, aka Goldust, and Cody Rhodes, aka Stardust. Ring names: Dusty Rhodes, the Midnight Rider, and the You Believe Slim. 6'2", 275 pounds. Build from Austin, Texas, or Diablo County, Colorado. Trained by Joe Blanchard. Debuted in 1968 and retired in 2007. Personal life. He was divorced from his first wife, Sandra, and later married Michelle. He had 4 children: Dustin, Cody, Teal, and Christian. He also has grandchildren. Some of his finishing moves were the Bionic Elbow and the Figure 4 Leg Lock. Signature moves were Sleeper Hold, Elbow Drop, and Diamond Cross Body. Managers: Gary Hart, Dr. Jerry Graham, Baby Doll, and Sapphire. And wrestlers managed Dustin Rhodes, aka Goldust. Nicknames: the American Dream and the Common Man, among others like Stardust. He had multiple entrance themes, most commonly the Common Man Boogie. Multiple championships. As you can see, I'm just running down through them, because he had multiple championships and awards throughout his career. It's like too crazy to even imagine. He also was mentioned in DVDs like The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes Story, and the autobiography Dusty Reflections of the American Dream, which is a book. Moving on. Randy Savage, Randy Puffo, born November 15th, 1952, also known as Macho Man. His other ring names were Randy Puffo, Randy Savage, the Spider, the Big Gino, Mr. Madness, Destroyer, and Executor. 6'2", 237, from Sacagawea, Florida, trained by Angelico Puffo. Debuted 1973 and retired in 2005. Personal life. He married Miss Elizabeth. They separated in the summer of 1992. He got married to longtime girlfriend Barbara Payne. His brother Larry Puffo, also a wrestler, accepted his Hall of Fame. His finishing move is the diving elbow drop with the nifix. Some of his signature moves were the power driver, the lariat, takedown, hair pull, hangman, chokehold, diving crossbody, among others. His nicknames: Macho Man, Macho King. Managers: Miss Elizabeth, Jimmy Hart, Tux Newman, Angelico Puffo, Sensational Sherry, Gorgeous George, and Team Madness. He had multiple theme songs. He was once a member of the NWO Wolfpack. Another wrestler that had a lot of accomplishments with championship-wise. I think that's pretty much going to end out his... We're going to move on to the Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior, born James Bryan Hellwig, born June 16th, 1959. His other ring names are Blade Runner Rock, Dingo Warrior, Jim Hellwig, Jim Justice, the Ultimate Warrior, and Warrior. 6'2", 280, built from parts unknown, Queens, New York, or One Warrior Nation. Trained by Bill Anderson, Rick Bassman, Red Bastien. Debuted November 28th, 1985. Retired November 9th, 1998. He married Sherry on October 2nd, 1982. They met in Dallas. They have been divorced. And then he got with his second wife, Dana. They had 2 daughters together. His finishers with the Ultimate Splash was a running splash most of the time to a face-down opponent. Signature moves: atomic drop, gorilla press, leaping, shoulder block, and multiple clotheslines. Multiple entrance themes and multiple championships throughout his career. I liked him when he was with Sting in the older times. Moving on to our last person, Andre the Giant. This one's probably going to take the longest for me to go through. Andre the Giant, Andre Rosmisov. I'm taking a guess there. Born May 19th, 1946, also known as Andre the Giant. He's actually part French. Well, he is French. His other ring names were Andre Rosmosif, Andre the Giant, Giant Fairy, Giant Machine, Gene Fairy, Monster Eiffel Tower, Monster Rosmosif. 7'4", 520 pounds, built from Grenoble in the French Alps. Trained by Frank Valosis, debuted 1963 and retired in 1992. Personal life. He has 1 daughter, Robin, who was born in 1979. He was mentioned in the 1974 Guinness Book of World Records as the highest paid wrestler in history of all time. He was arrested by Lynn County, Iowa sheriff in 1989 and charged with assault after he allegedly roughed up a local television cameraman. A lot of people actually compare him to Big Show. He played in movies such as BJ and the Bear, The Greatest American Hero, The Princess Bride, and Mickey and Maude, among others. His finishing moves were the double underhook suplex, the elbow drop, and the sit-out splash. Signature moves: bear hug, big boot, body slam, choke hold, double choke, forehead chop, headbutt, knee strike to the opponent's midsection, knife edge chop, multiple turnbuckle thrust, standing on a fallen cornered opponent, walking on a fallen cornered opponent's stomach. Managers: Lou Albano, Ted DiBiase, Bobby Heenan, Frank Valosis, Arnold Skyland, K.Y. Wakamatsu, nicknamed The Boss, the eighth wonder of the world. Entrance themes: he had 3, The Giant Press, Giant, and Ave Staganus. I'm pronouncing that hopefully right. Multiple championships like the Florida Tag Team Champions with Dusty Rhodes, World Federation, WWE or WWF, whatever you want to call it, Tag Team Champion with Haku. He's in the Hall of Fame class of 1993, and the WWF World Heavyweight Champion one time. Worst feud of the year: he won with Big John Studd and also the Ultimate Warrior. However, he did win the feud of the year with Killer Kyan. Worst tag team with Giant Babe. Worst wrestler in 1989, 1991, and 1992. However, I don't think he was a really bad wrestler, honestly. In my personal opinion, he is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. But I think back then I was kind of speaking now, then not in the future wise. But back then, I guess they thought he was one of the worst. But I don't know. In my personal opinion, he is one of the greatest of all time, and he will always be lived on throughout the wrestling career. Among all the other people that I talked about today, like Dusty Rhodes, Eddie Guerrero, Randy Savage, and Ultimate Warrior. All of them made their mark in the wrestling business, and all of them deserve all the respect that they all deserve, that all the respect in the world. With that said, I think I'm going to end this out. But before I do, next Wrestle Talk is on TNA X Division, which is where I'll be talking about Manik, aka TJ Perkins, Zema Ion, Tigre Uno, and Mark Andrews. Which I'm really looking forward to doing that. Thank you guys for watching this Wrestle Talk, and I hope you guys have a great day.